What are some good topics to start up a conversation with a girl without coming off creepy?
Well, ideally, you want to ask the kind of questions that somebody would enjoy answering. So, whatever you ask her, you want to make sure it elicits positive feelings. So, the type of things, what does she love doing for fun? What does she do when she's not working? What are her hopes? What are her dreams? Where did she grow up? Where did she come from? What are her values? What's her relationship with her family like? Are you close to your parents? These are kinds of things that you want to know. And plus, if the girl has a good relationship with her family and you ask her about her family, are you tight with your parents? Or do you have any siblings? And if she starts gushing about her dad and her mom, oh, my dad's my rock, I love my parents, they have a great marriage, they have a great relationship. Those are nice things that you want to hear if you're on a date and she starts going, I hate my dad, I haven't talked to him in 20 years, or my mom's terrible, she cheated on my dad 3 times, my dad cheated on my mom, and they've all cheated on their previous partners, or I don't know who my dad or my mom is. Typically, the more dysfunction in the home and the environment they grew up in, the more difficult she's going to be to date, and the more daddy issues she's going to have that are going to bring problems to any potential relationship. But the point being is you got to think about how is this going to make her feel. So ask her the kind of questions she would enjoy answering. There's an article I did in video years ago that I reference in my book. Great pickup and date questions that build rapport. And the key is people. We all love to talk about ourselves, and so anything that you can do to get another person to talk about themselves. Something also that's great to review is Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People, because these are basic rapport building skills. Yes, of course they work with women in the dating world, but they also work in business. And every man, every human being should be good at creating rapport with strangers, especially if you intend to influence them either to do business with them or to date them and have a relationship.
Well, I think that when you like are going on a date and you first meet someone, a lot of people are a little nervous. So a lot of times you got to get a little bit of liquid courage, and sometimes if you have too much, some things really creepy come out. So I think best thing is to do is just kind of relax, take a little woosah, and just ask like
Woosah?
woosah, and just ask personal questions about her, not like stuff like that. Get to know her better, and then just so she's doing most of the talking and all you're doing is listening.
Yeah, what do you want to know about her? If you really like her, you should be fascinated by her. And if you're fascinated by her, what do you want to know about her? Be excited about what you're asking and what you want to know.
But don't make it feel like interrogation also, because I've had guys who suck at communicating and they think asking questions is good, but it's like question after question after question. I'm like, okay, where's the flow?
Right.
You're listening, but
This
then
isn't speed dating.
yeah.
Yeah, they're in their head. They're thinking about the next question.
I don't like
because they're
that.
worried about an awkward pause.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't flowing. It's not natural.
Well, the idea is you ask a question and then she starts discussing, and then it creates a conversation thread that you can kind of go back and forth on a little bit. Maybe share a little bit about something that's happened in your life that's similar to what she was just talking about. And then that stimulates her. Oh, and then she thinks about something else, and then she starts talking more. But what's interesting, just like Jay was saying, is that women tend to say on average about 8,000 words a day, and men say on average about 2,000 words. And so if she's comfortable, if she's outgoing, she's easygoing, easy to get along with, she should have no problem. And especially if she likes you, when you ask her questions, she's going to be happy to tell you. If the girl is giving you one or two word answers to everything you ask her, and she has a bland look on her face, and she's kind of looking around or looking at her phone like she's bored, then that's obviously not a good sign. That means that you're on a date with a chick that's just not that into it. So women that like you, they help you. They want to participate in conversation, and if they don't really want to participate, they're either shy, structured, or they're just not that into you. And you want to be with somebody that you genuinely enjoy spending time with and that you genuinely enjoy listening to. And just because she's hot doesn't mean that she's going to be fun to be around. Just because she's hot doesn't mean that she's not going to be absolutely batshit crazy and drive you nuts if you get into a relationship with her. So you got to take your time, because a lot of guys go out on a first date and their whole attitude and mindset is like, how do I get her to like me? I got to get her to like me. And they're focused on that versus just having the attitude that most women typically tend to have, which is, do I like this guy? Is he good for me? Are we a good match? Do we click? How does it feel? What's the vibe like? And you should have the same kind of attitude. I don't know about this girl yet. You know, I'm open to being convinced. I'm open to learning about her. Hopefully she's fun. Hopefully she's interesting. Hopefully we have some chemistry, but I don't know. You should have an open mind versus going into it going, how do I get her to like me? Because in everything it comes from a place of approval seeking. And women can sense that. They can sense when you're worried about them liking you or not. And that's a turnoff because you should have confidence. You should feel like you deserve to be there and that you're also doing her a favor because now you're giving her a chance to get to know you just like she's giving you the chance to get to know her and potentially hang out, have fun, and hook up later.